give it all until the last minute.
Up next, the Broncos and Jaguars face off for the 14th time. Denver can even up the series at 7 apiece, or Jacksonville will win their 5th and the last 7 in the series. It's week 2, and it's next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they come in off the very rare tie a game ago.
And it'll be interesting to see what their mindset is going into this game. Sometimes that can be a deflator, and sometimes that can just really make you mad and more determined the next time out.
The final week into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive. And at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Hey, Charlie, come.
They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On the run, it's Robinson. In on the stop there, Alexander Johnson, the Broncos' leading tackler last year. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On third down, Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Denver offense ready to take over for the first time. Get a look at their 8th-year quarterback. His first season as a Bronco, though, Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback that makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 21 carries, 65 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A strong start by this defense. 3rd and short. They go with a run. Stonewall for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know in most cases people think you throw the ball in this situation, and when they ran, it almost felt like a little bit of a surrender, maybe a give up. But I don't know if that's really the case. They might have been probing a little bit, checking the defense and filing it away for later. They might have something working later on.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Bridgewater. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The football going back over to the Denver Broncos. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. And incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now Lawrence. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work, and And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Hey, foxtrot.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lawrence. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
We'll see if he can do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stopped short of the 30. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver, that's Tim Patrick. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now Gordon on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. On first down, it's Gordon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down to the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there, but couldn't get much further. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That caught by Manhurts. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Hamler now to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go. Let's go.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call him, the West?
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Gordon. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Lawrence. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another first down there. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Lawrence going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Hamler now to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Broncos. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Hamler now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter of play, and they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his 2nd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And down inside the 15 he goes. 61 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Partner, we've seen Melvin Gordon do it a variety of ways running the football. How about that last run? Had a little shake and bake to it there, didn't he?
He did.
Kind of reminded me of when he was at Wisconsin and what he did in Nebraska. His last year there, 408 yards in a single game. At that time, that was the NCAA rushing record, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then a week later, Samaje Perine broke his record with 427 yards against Kansas. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Gordon. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll run with Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, it's Robinson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Gordon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Hamler now on the return. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. Denver's offense now set to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And it's caught. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
2nd down and 3. They run it here with Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
That's Jerron Taylor, the right tackle. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Now Lawrence. And they'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And one more time. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's fourth down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Returning it, here's Hamler. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
On second and 12, Bridgewater. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Broncos on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw, Bridgewater. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Bridgewater to Sutton, first down, Denver. They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete. Okuegbunam. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. First target, first catch, and a first down. Bridgewater. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On first down, it's Gordon. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Andrew Wingard drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Sam Martin now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Able to find Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He'll look to throw. Man open, here's Jones. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Lawrence to Jones, 1st down Jacksonville. He'll get this off to ETN. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And a catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson, and this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. He's back to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away, but that brings up 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now Bridgewater and the Broncos down by 2, 23 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Now Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Bridgewater to throw. They're able to get this to Patrick. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it was a game effort, but they do indeed fall to